And good evening again. Okay, good evening. Gary Brodsky Show, live. And let me turn the music off. Yes, it's a good song, I'm turning it off. It seems every week things are just getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Now, yeah, I have Facebook, I admit that. A lot of good news coming on now. Like being a man is racist now. Seriously, this whole insanity about this patriarchal culture, and this is bad, that's bad. Everybody's fighting for equal rights. Ha! The joke's on you. We ain't got no more rights. Okay. I don't even know where to begin. I'll start with some questions. How about that? All right. Tell everybody there's a great sale at GaryBrodsky.com. There is a great sale at GaryBrodsky.com. For those of you who give a shit, I don't know. I just have nothing written in front of me. Nothing. I'm shooting from the total hip tonight. So, excuse the slow introduction. But it's just like so much. This is a funny story. Oh, man. I got this thing about this. On Facebook, they just single me out, probably many of you, for dating coaching via phone. So I called up, and some woman answered and said, well, it costs X amount per hour. I said, well, can I speak to somebody so I know what I'm getting into? And they said, sure, which was nice of them. So I get on there, and this girl gets on there, and she starts talking to me, and she says, oh, here's a few tips and pointers. Some of them are good. You know, standard stuff, keeping your chin up, having good posture, stuff that is basic. And she said, but you have a serious problem, and we need to address that. And I said, what is the serious problem? Because, yeah, who knows, right? She says, your voice is masculine. I said, that's a serious problem? She says, yes, women don't like masculine voices. You should talk androgynous. So I give her the imitation of what I call the voice, which is the way most guys speak today. I go, you mean I should talk like this? She goes, that's better. I'm like, what? I said, people actually pay for this shit? They're doing better than I am. It's apparently just a mass insanity of masculine denial that is out there that I have no idea why people are cooperating with this. None. But yet they are cooperating because what it's doing is reinforcing in big time everybody's weak points. It's like it's okay to have and talk like an idiot. Don't, she said, I said, what about sitting wide like this? Well, she didn't see me as I just said that. What else? No, sit close together. You don't want to look imposing or intimidating. You don't want this, you don't want that. It's like, yeah, everybody is programmed by this mainstream media to be, and I believe you are programmed. I'm not immune either. I'm a little programmed, but not totally. To act like jerks. And then you wonder why you can't get a woman. Because you have, and they say it, for lack of knowledge, you shall perish. Oh, another thing she said, don't ever mention God to a woman. So what if she starts screaming, oh my God, during sex? She totally had no answer. But that was yesterday. All right. Can you show us your ex? Yeah, I will, actually. The shoe's not in here, but I can show you your Ogun pond. Mine has extra added attractions in there. But you ask, and how can I say no to you, right? So everybody sit back, relax. I'm going to go get it. No, I won't play music. I'm just going to go grab it and show it. Don't go anywhere. And there is my Ogun pot. That's a full Ogun. Okay, this is about 60 pounds, and it's pretty heavy, so I'm going to put it down now. Wow, is that heavy? That's the Ogun pot. Hope everybody enjoyed that. From Mary. Hi, Gary. You are hot. Can you take off your top? Love your body. Mary. Mary, I get that every week. Do I know you? Well, thanks for asking. I just give you a little flash here, Mary. I don't make too many guys feel impotent out there. A crazy night tonight, huh? All right, you get the pecs. Anything more, you got to pay, okay? Look it up. Gary Brodsky, How to Be a Gigolo. Mary, take your top off. Send me a photo. Let's see if you're for real. And we'll be right back after this commercial. Oh, I don't have commercials. But that was flattering, Mary. Thank you. I guess I'll have a cigarette instead of a commercial. A lot of views here, but not too many questions. Mary's good, you know. Okay. Well, thank you. Denise. It's ladies' night. Okay, I'm telling you, this is something, you know. Well, let's talk about working out. Do it. It builds testosterone, and I am so tired of seeing these. You know, there's something called like strong thin. I used to be like that, and there's like these skinny weak guys who, you know, just let themselves go. At age like 19, 20, when they should be building themselves up, building ambition, building passion, building relationships, going out with girls. I can tell you right now, the make-out places, you know, I knew in Brooklyn, where everybody used to park and make out with girls, I guarantee you nobody is there tonight or for the last 10 years. We just lost that kind of passion. And you're not going to get it back from some government edict. Oh, look what I got in the mail. Passion is back. It's being beaten out of you by video games, by television. I don't even know what the fuck people are doing. They're sitting with their phone all day like this. I don't know how to do that. I have to turn it off to do that, but then it's no fun. But seriously. Oh, Lonnie, everything shipped. Just so you know that. They closed down the post office Monday and Tuesday last week, and they'll have a tracking number for you this Tuesday. It's out. It is gone in the mail. Beautiful and working well, and thank you for your patience, but it's gone. Okay, getting comfortable here. I'm having fun tonight. I don't know why. I would love to play music, but they banned this show because, it's copyrighted music. I downloaded from YouTube, which then tells me I can't. Forget that, okay? I can't show weapons on this show. I can't talk about martial arts. I mean, they're going to have so many rules pretty soon. Just be a hello and good night. I think that's allowed. You know, no offensive speech. But what is offensive speech? Anything that might offend anybody. We don't know what that is. But let me tell you what they've done to society. They've made lies out of all of us. Because you can't offend anybody, you can't tell the truth. So therefore, we have to agree with the politically correct agenda. No. The trick is we don't have to. We voluntarily submit. George Orwell and Brave New World, Aldous Huxley and George Orwell, also known as Eric Blair, said that slavery will come. in a way that people don't even know they're slaves. And the first part of slavery is degenderization. And you answer me, is that happening today? Ah, Chris, how you doing? Hi, Chris. The world needs men like Chris. And on a positive note, well, that's good. This is the first year I have forgone watching the Super Bowl. And somehow my head didn't explode. This was Super Bowl time, wasn't it? Okay. In fact, I don't regret not watching Super Bowl. I'll probably mix next year's too. Fucking breaded circus on epic proportions. I don't need it. I need to step up and live fucking life. I'm with you, Chris. Thank you. That's beautiful. Mary with attachment. Whoa! Mary, you are hot. Okay, I will. I probably won't be able to do it because they close the post office tomorrow. There's another mail I got until Tuesday. It didn't even start snowing yet, and they panic. This is what we've become. This is what we have become. There's no snow yet. They already have closed schools, post office. The gym is closed tomorrow. That fucks me up bad. The last time they said we were going to have a blizzard, we had 2.5 inches of snow. So a snowstorm is what, 1.5 inches, and the town panics. Me, I've got my sword. The horse made this to me, so if I just like Dr. Jekyll myself, let's see what happens. Oh, Mary, if that's you, it's a nice picture. However, send the real one. I pushed the wrong button. I'm sorry. Oh. Hey, how you doing, Matt? Good evening. Good evening, Gary. Hope all's well on your end. Are there any limits to candle magic? I'm going to actually tell you a story about candle magic. When I learned about that, and I'm very young when I learned about candle magic, I said, this can't be true. I had all the candles ready. So this is bullshit. So I started doing candle magic. And everything I did candle magic for happened. And I did it for some crazy stuff. And crazy stuff happened in my life. Women who, I got myself in a lot of trouble because it works too well. I didn't think it was going to work. So let me try this, let me try that. I say, oh, this is working. And yeah, it works. If you don't think it works, this is just a horrible way to test it. Take a black candle, write your name in it. Just burn anywhere in the world. Have somebody burn it in China. See how you feel the next day. And tell them to do it the next week, but don't tell me what day. One day you're going to wake up just feeling like, I don't want to live. Everything's shit. You know, every enemy you ever had in the world is going to call you up. It works. Magic has been around since the beginning of time. It's all over the Bible. Sticks turning into snakes. I mean, it's always been everywhere. The Bible does not deny magic. The Bible proves it. Opening up the Red Sea. Was that not magic? Now you had a key and a permit, right? But people have gone into, I don't believe in New Age. This is all old age stuff. The New Age is all a bunch of bullshit. Look at the people in New Age. They're like this. Oh, it's so New Age. I don't know. I never pull back when I punch, just boom, out of nowhere. But it doesn't look as cool as, And I actually, okay. Mary, send us some more pictures, some questions. Come on, Mary, you're cute. All right. A couple of friends, this is a story here, and I were talking about doing a weekend trip to Montreal. The women there are fucking hot. I tell you, I know. A friend of mine talked about one club where the models hang out, and he went on about they wouldn't talk to guys like us. My response blew his mind. Want to bet? Yeah, why wouldn't they talk to guys like you? I know you. I know him. Maybe I wouldn't talk to him. That is a very serious mentality going around. I've seen this in just small areas. Like, hey, go say hello to her. Oh, she wouldn't like a guy like me. Wow, that's a great way. And that shows the programming guys have gotten themselves into, to believe they're worthless pieces of crap. That's why you won't ever catch me watching TV. I occasionally do watch shows on Netflix, old movies, because it's like watching another planet. It's like people actually got along, they spoke to each other. Men actually left women and didn't sit there and go, no. But I have not seen anything new in a long time. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Wow, how'd you get this big type font in here? This is great. What is the best way to deal with a girlfriend that is acting annoying and bitchy? I can answer you right now before I go on any further. Don't react. If you react, she's going to become more bitchy and more annoying. You know, it just becomes like, you know, if you ever lived near a train station where I did, you stop hearing the train after a while. But if you start going, oh shit, there's the train, you're going to hear it more and more. It's going to get louder and louder and louder. Okay, should I avoid, ignore her until she just misses me, or try to joke with her? Both. As long as you're not taking it seriously, it can't affect you. Because women will, talk about annoyance. That's their job. And it's not a bad job because they're testing you. They're testing your manhood. And I'm not saying passing or failing, but if you comply, you fail. Women want to hear guys say, no, forget that. I ain't doing that shit with you. What am I, your girlfriend? Try that line. I don't want to hear you bitchy. Do I look at your girlfriend here? That's it. Reset her. You are in control. Except during PMS, and then, find a place to hide for a week. That should work. I have a friend who's Mormon. He's got like 5 wives. He goes camping because they all, women, and this is kind of interesting. You live together with all of them, they all synchronize their period. Can you imagine living with 5 of them? He goes camping that week. So do you like camping? He goes, no, but the alternative is much worse. Okay, let me tell you something about girlfriend fights. The less you get involved, and it's called the Jackie Gleason theory, and it's a fact, but it's called a theory, the less fights you're going to have. If you start fighting with a woman, you can't win. So why fight? Just learn to just not fight back. And I'm not saying not stand up for yourself, but most fights are about inane stupidity. Why'd you say this? That's the time to turn it to Barbarino. What? Well, you told me this. Well, what did I tell you? And how come you think this? What? Well, what did you tell me yesterday? Where? They go for that. Actually, that's why Barbarino was so charming. But you promised me this. Huh? Who? It's a great. You don't need to create your own character. Barbarino, perfect character. Okay, time to light the cigarette up. Oh yeah, I should do some music. I'm taking a soda break here. All right. GaryBrodsky.com, occultforce.com, braintrainpower.com, and wealthpluspower.com. Sales everywhere. I just put everything on sale. I spent a whole day in the back room doing that stuff. So I got to see some orders because I just feel like I should be compensated. Plus, it's great stuff. It's the only stuff that works. And Google the other guys who call themselves PUAs. All a bunch of sissies. That's right. I'll tell you one thing women don't like is sissies. I'll get to the question in a second. This is what I hear a lot of guys saying to women. I have ADD. So, first of all, I don't believe ADD exists. I've sent out articles on that. just like restless leg syndrome. The other time I have restless leg syndrome, I was going to break my foot off somebody's ass. That aside, guys do self-deprecation. You can't do that and expect a woman, even subconsciously, she's going to get very, very bad vibes from you. Self-deprecating humor. Oh, I suck at this, I suck at that. All that stuff is not good. And I've actually tried that. I experimented with everything that I talk about. I go down on dates and say, what the fuck? I'm going to make fun of myself all night just to see how the date winds up. Doesn't wind up good. But it even gets worse. After that, I wake up the next morning feeling like, what a piece of shit I am. Because your subconscious mind, and this is very important, does not know fact from fiction. If you tell yourself you're a moron, you'll become a moron. Act as if, and how to act as if, we'll explain how to do it. BrainTrainPower.com will reprogram your subconscious mind to whatever you want. There's a whole list on there, a whole bunch of menus and stuff. But I think people enjoy being miserable because it certainly looks that way. My girlfriend was acting bitchy because I wasn't giving her too much attention. Is it better to just ignore her pissy attitude or say, what is wrong? Don't ever say what is wrong to her because she's pissed. Okay, let me just tell you the answer to what is wrong. And I guarantee you get this answer. I will bet my house, my farm, my ranch, my fortune, my 2 Rolls Royces. And I guarantee this is the answer. And everybody's going to laugh on this, and I hope you laugh too. What's wrong? Nothing. How is everything? Fine. Oh, good. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. That's what they always say. What's wrong? Nothing. Oh, isn't that fantastic? How is everything? Fine. Those are questions you don't want to ask what's wrong because it's something that you did or something you are, and you don't need to hear that shit. Don't take it seriously. Very simple. If you just step back, it's like a storm, let the storm pass. Here's one of my favorite things to do when women start going crazy on the phone. We have a phone as a prop. Isn't that kind of good that we built that in here? First you have to take it like this. You hear the screaming like this. Then you got to put it down here for a few seconds, right? Then you go like this. I just hit the off button. Now it's not as much fun as the old-fashioned phone. You can slam it down. Then she goes back. Did you hang up on me? Bing. Then voicemail. And then the voicemail starts. And I'll tell you, message deleted. Hold on, I have a text here. Getting texted now. But that's, yeah, the answer is yet. And eventually, and I've seen this happen, and this is, I was thinking about this tonight. No, this tonight, isn't it? Earlier this evening. I remember I had an argument with a friend of mine. Minor argument. I don't remember what the argument was. That's how minor it was. His wife and him, and I'm going back about 25 years ago, maybe even more, came to my house, and she started yelling at me. How could you say this? How could you say that? I don't remember what the argument was about. And he stood there like this in the corner. And this guy was somebody I admired growing up. He was older than me. And, yeah, I always admired him. He's like a fantastic martial artist, amazing fighter. And over some nonsense, his wife dragged him to my house, and he's standing like this while she yelled at me. And I felt so bad for him. So bad for this guy. And he was not allowed. Okay, this is a guy, he was about 31 at the time. I was like 20 something. He said, I'm not allowed to talk to you anymore. I just left, hunched over and broken. And he was a very successful businessman. After that night, the business went away. And he just has never, ever been the same. I saw him about 2 weeks later after that. And this is, you know, what happens when you comply with women. in that way. He had looked like his own grandfather. It's like, wow, you him? It's like, yeah, I'm not allowed to talk to you anymore. So when you age 80 years. And, you know, it's just brutal that guys allow themselves to get into that position. So what happens is it can break your spirit for life. Now, I've seen guys get pussy whipped, and they never, ever, ever return. And I have an audio program called Pussy Whipped because sometimes you don't see the signs. Now, I got lucky. I got pussy whipped at age 15. So I couldn't lose my home, my car, or whatever because it was like school night and stuff like that. But it really did have a devastating effect on me. And I got pussy whipped again at about age 24. And I have to write the story about this. I do write books, and you can Google that. I was actually living with one of these so-called supermodels, so I figured out, yeah. Well, the funny story is on that, and I get these questions in a second, is I was so pussy whipped. I had to go see it. I didn't care. And one day it just hit me. I'm fucking pussy whipped. It like hit me like an epiphany. I am pussy whipped. I am living for her. None of my friends are talking to me. Palehead thought I was an idiot, and he was right. And I actually was doing the thing years ago, an old joke. I had gone out to actually get a pack of cigarettes. And I said, you know something? It just ain't worth it. It just is not worth it. I had no problems with it. Back to my parents' house. And I'm leaving everything there. Taxi, I went home. She was a call at my house, and 2 days later she called at my house. I answered the phone because I had given up my apartment like an idiot. And she goes, "What happened?" I said, "Went out for a pack of cigarettes and realized, I don't really enjoy being with you. I'm not happy. You're not happy, so fuck it. Goodbye." Boom. She stalked me for 6 years. And I used to think, maybe I just go one more round, No, a stupid move. Interestingly enough, we're still friends today. What's really weird is every woman I've dated, I am still friendly with. Except one. That's a pretty good record. Okay, question. What do you think of the MGTOW movement and new things that have come out on the Zeta male? Alice, if you tell me more about the Zeta male, that sounds interesting. But the MGTOW movement, men go their own way. There's only one way for men to go, with women, okay? And as a conqueror and as a warrior, despite what the mainstream media says. But please, during the show, if you can, let me know what the Zeta male is. That'd be kind of interesting. The club. The club. Yes, remember the club that was the car? Yeah. Once I actually get some friends out to a club, I don't care what part of the world I'm in. I find a model. I am so using your line. I'm a gigolo. If you want to hear my story, you got to pay me. What's the worst that will happen? She'll pay you. That's how I got in the business, totally by accident. As a joke. I never took the shit seriously. A few times in those two I just mentioned. That was it. Every time I was nice to a woman in my life, accommodating to their whims, I am a very nice and kind person, as many of you may realize. They don't like you. Then when you leave them, that's when they want you. In a sense, you can always be there for them, but never fully available. That's on the audio programs. You got to get them to find out the secrets, okay? Do you have any other reaches other than eschew and the Ogun part. Actually, no. I just have all the warriors because with Eshu you can get to the other Orishas. Eshu or Legua is the spokesman of all Orishas. I've got a lot of people watching tonight. Let's get some more questions in here. Jason, good evening. It's great to see you, my most valued friend. Gary, Jason, yeah, I knew that. And about that Zeta thing, please, anything you send. Why do men say they suck at everything when, if they realize it only created a wedge between you and the woman or group of women that you are trying to nail? So stop being a pussy and get every program Gary has so you be alpha, so me and every other guy don't feel like we should kick your ass. Thanks, Jason. This guy don't play games. I wouldn't fuck with Jason. You know, whatever happened to the tough guy? You know, I'm not talking about, somebody who's abusive or... the tough guy was the guy who protected other people. I protected somebody recently from being assaulted. I backed the guy down. And I almost got into trouble for that. Well, I said, you want to start with this guy? The guy was, not in good physical health. So you start with me first. I bluffed him down. He probably could have kicked my ass. I don't know. Okay. Wow, all the cool guys just broke out of the thing. Mr. G, how you doing? And this guy knows, okay? I'm not going to mention his name, just an initial, G. It's not me. I wouldn't send myself a text yet. We are under constant attack every day. Every man listening needs to become alpha now, and every woman listening needs to tell every male that they know about Gary's show. Gary is the man. G. Thank you. From you, this guy knows his stuff. Dan, how are you? I'm almost afraid of your questions. Ciao, Gary. Looking great, my friend. Thank you. That suit is great too, especially the Ferrari. Yeah, this is the whole life. This is the advertising tonight. They send me the jackets, but I got to buy the pants separately, which is fine. They take an extra large jacket, or XXL actually, and large pants. I'm sure the Blizzard held delivery of mine. Yes. Well, here's another question. What are people saying about the Shungite? Interestingly, I'll tell you a very quick story about that. It was last week, perfect show. I got the flu Saturday night. I mean, the fever, the chills, everything. I'm taking Vicks, whatever the hell. And my son, the horse, says to me, why don't you use your Shungite? I was like, okay, I didn't think of it. What happens? I picked this up. I just went like this. And I'm thinking, my mind wanders sometimes. The flu is gone. And if you look up Shungite anywhere, it's called the healing stone. And it works. Getting the real stuff is difficult. We actually have people in Asia, part of Russia, getting it. It takes a while. We do have some in stock. And it is incredible because no matter what's bothering you, just do this, and it really just will change the way you feel. Like I can feel it going down my spine now and everything. So everything CanShift has. So this is something I would say, if you're going to invest in anything in terms of precious stones, this is about the most precious stone I have. I had this in my pocket because I take it with me. I broke one into a smaller piece. And the difference in my bench press is about 50 pounds. And if you don't like it, send it back. I'll be happy to take it back. People are lined up for this stuff. We have 6 pieces in stock. They'll be gone by the end of the week. We're expecting a new shipment, but Okay, got a question here about, do you believe in MRA? MRA. Can you please tell me what MRA is? Because there's so many things. It's like, yeah, I once had a test, an IQ test, and they said, what does COD stand for? Well, Commissioner of Deeds, Certificate of Death, Cause of Death, Cash on Delivery. I said, which answer do you want? So MRA could mean mitochondrial something, reflex, apnea. I mean, so I don't know what you mean by MRA. Gary, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you. Oh, what a great question, Derek. Thank you. We may have to go overtime just because of this question. Ready for this? I gotta get myself ready. Little alpha standing there, you know? I'll even do something Stallone for you. What the hell? I can't do the face, right? Yo, Adrian. Adrian, you know what I mean? Okay, that silliness aside. I didn't mean to do that. But it felt good. Ashes all over everything. Do you believe a lot of famous art and music has demonic influence? No, I'm sure it does. Like music, it used the word muse, like a spirit force. It is. It explains why artists lose their talent, like the demon muse spirit leaves them. Prince is a good example. Like Prince used to have some of his songs now, his songs are not as good. All of them, okay, not all of them, most of them. I don't know which ones don't. All work with satanic spirits. If you look at my Facebook, you'll see I'm friends with John Todd. He doesn't want to talk to you. I'm trying to get him to come on to a webinar. But I was with him and John Coleman at Tavistock. It is all demonic influences. There are temple rooms in all the recording studios where you sell your soul to Satan for wealth and fame. And you can read this about Lady Gaga. I knew a guy named Mikey Gaga once, not the same, no relation. She cannot sleep, and most of them can't. I know a lot of famous people. They think it's a joke. They sell their soul to the devil. Next thing they're hit, and they can't sleep at night alone. Somebody's got to stay in the room with them. They have to keep the lights on. It's all of it is demonic from the Beatles, and there's a great audio from John Todd and from John Coleman, by the way, on the Beatles and Satanism. They did not actually get into it. Actually, John Lennon did after he was a hit, which I don't even explain why. And how many guys have you seen do this right now? I sold my soul for rock and roll, and they did, and they get the wealth and the fame, and with that comes every misery you can think of. It's really, you become the music you listen to, and rock and roll has a very, very, and I'm addicted to rock and roll, I'll admit that, very damaging effect. And I'll tell you where you can see the effect is, I'm driving in my car without the radio on, all of a sudden some song pops off my head that I heard like 20 years ago. It's still playing in the background. All of the rock and roll songs about, oh, I lost, I don't want to live. They're all about loss and horrors and Heartbreak Hotel. But that's playing in the back of your mind. It's set up to do that. So yeah, in a sense, if you listen to rock and roll music, you become possessed. What you listen to will become what you become. That's why I recommend braintrainpower.com, because I'm just sitting around sometimes listening, wow, I'm getting a Neil Young concert in my head. I gotta go listen to the song on YouTube. Can't play it because I'll be, well, whatever. That's how powerful it is. No one walks around and all of a sudden classical music just starts going off in your head. Classical music was done for the art of music. Like anybody who can play Beethoven or Mozart, orchestras still playing it to this day. But all the rock music, they have to have, it's about them. Now every rock song is going off in my head at the same time, simultaneously. I was saying, talking about this. Bob Dylan admits selling his soul to rock and roll. Now, if you think about it, he really can't sing. Yet he created an empire. Now that he's getting older, he's confessing, "Hey, somebody help me out. I sold my soul to the devil. Okay, I don't want this deal." I know a friend of mine recently passed away, trying to help him get out of his deal. So, yeah, it's absolutely true. Wow, lots of questions here. Oh, men's rights activist, MRA. Men don't have to become activists for rights they're already born with. That's my opinion. A man's right is to choose and make decisions. That's what a man is. Once you start forming groups, you know what as they always say, camel's a horse created by a committee. Danny, how you doing? All right, Mugan-san, all right. I can speak fluent Italian, but I always found it funny when Chico Marx and Richard Pryor did fake Italian. There's nothing funnier than that. Like Dan would understand this. Io desiderare la grande campellasticchio. Yeah, that's funny. But if I do fake Italian, it's even more funny. Hey Dan, how you doing? Mugan-san, all right? I don't know why it's funny. Gary, you are an inspiration. You look very healthy and rarely ever complain about health problems, which is incredible considering. Here he goes again. At your age, that's all most people bitch about. It's because you have God and testosterone on your side instead of doctors. That is absolutely true. My doctor's name, if you want to use him, his name is God, and he makes house calls. That's my doctor. Always available, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Holidays too, doesn't take those off. Yeah, I learned that very young. And at my age, yes, Dan, you know what people offer me as gifts? People, it's like, hey, you want to buy me this nice sweatsuit here? How about a nice sports jacket? No, but I will treat you to a colonoscopy. Is the girl hot? Oh, fuck. That's all guys want to buy me. It's a gift. It's a colonoscopy. What is a colonoscopy? They shove a fucking camera up your ass. Sorry, I don't really need that. Well, what if you have a serious illness? I'll die. And one day I'm going to die. I have no fear of death whatsoever. Electric chair, I used to be afraid of, but nah, fuck it. It's just that shaving. Yeah, I don't know whether to tip the barber or not. And then people are going to laugh because I look funny with a bald head. What if the hat doesn't fit and it looks stupid on me? Things I think about. I heard the guillotine, your head lives like 6 or 7 seconds, and I'm looking forward to that. They'll do that to me because I know exactly what I say when my head comes off. I'm going to go, I ain't got nobody. That's it. This person's name is Wild. Hi, Wild. How you doing? Hey, Gary, what do you think about those cheesy feminist propaganda videos about how men shouldn't compliment women in the street because it's sexual harassment? Yeah, this week it's sexual harassment. 20 years ago, it was considered normal. And I will define normal right now because it is normal. Because your heart tells you, hey, she's beautiful, say hello to her. But no, it's sexual harassment. Why? Divide and conquer. It is the New World Order strategy. If you're divided, you're conquered. So how do you do that? You break the divider. Hey, look great. Most women will feel good about it. Others will just complain. And that's the way the world is. It's like a few people just told me I look great tonight. Oh, they harassed me. What kind of sickness is this, all right? Hey, Gary, what do you think about those same question. Okay. Good evening, Dan. How you doing? Different Dan, okay? He's going, what? No, it's a different one. I started working out about a month ago. I'm 155 pounds right now. Any workout tips for a 16-year-old? Also, thank you very much for your advice. I lost it last week with 2 girls. Everyone watching, Gary is the shit. I guess that's good. Yeah, I have some workout advice. The biggest secret to working out and gaining muscle is consistency and adding more weight every time. Kind of funny because there's only one exercise I really hate. Believe it or not, it's not squats. It's curls. And because I hated curls, always from the beginning, I put as much weight as possible in there. I just do like 2 sets of 6 or 2 sets of 8. And I thank God. And I have some big ass arms. You can look at the pictures on my Facebook. With the new voodoo dolls on the Occult Force site, they're actually on the GaryBrodsky.com, the web guy screwed up a bit. So on the GaryBrodsky.com, specialty items. And they work. Nope, they can't use it over and over again. Only once. Sorry, but that's the way they work. Now, you gotta remember, I grew up Cajun Christian, which means we incorporate voodoo in Christianity. And voodoo works. So if it works, and Danny, now the other Dan, what a easy question, but a good one, so everybody can learn from this one. Speaking of demons, if you ask God, will he get rid of your demons? That's pretty much his job. Read Acts, read everything, casting out demons. He didn't believe in illness. He didn't believe in diseases. He believed, what do you call illness? Unclean spirits. And you can cast them out in Jesus' name, even though that's not Jesus' real name. His name is Yeshua. It doesn't matter. Unclean spirits don't know. They're not that smart, and they will cast out. Exorcism is actually more successful than surgery. There's lots of stuff on that. Jason, consider it done. Consider it done. And more questions. Okay. Now the girls are out tonight. Wow, time just flies. And I usually have a couple of notes to talk about anything, and I started out with no notes. We're on a good roll here. So it's time for cigarette and soda. I don't know which to do first. But I put the music on for the soda and cigarettes. There's always a theme. Oh, that was quick. Okay, I will do that. Mr. L. Hello again, my friend John. How you doing? Long time. It's been a long time. I guess you knew that too. I understand in this day and age they have tried to be clever with expecting PC reality. I think it's garbage. I was invited to a Super Bowl party, which I did not attend. All right. For the sake of not enough women out there, it's said that sports is a religion. It has become a religion, actually. And the beauty of humanity needs much attention, not to mention the evil ritual being done out here. Do you know any great places to buy good, affordable cigars? No. They're expensive. I'm going to be doing some daring, like smoking in a public bar. That's great. I mean, it's good to rebel. It makes you feel good. I lit up a cigarette in the gym the other day, and everybody panicked. You can't smoke in this. I didn't see a sign. They pulled the internet. I didn't see a sign. You got to go outside with that. And everybody, programmed like Pavlov's dog. Years ago, everybody smoked everywhere. But now, and this is in my book, Wake Up Call, it's a program to test how much they can program you. Hey, Gary, this year I didn't get my flu shot. This is the first year I've not gotten sick. I don't think I will either. Different Chris. Thank you. You know what's funny? Drugstores. You go in there. Hi, I'd like to get a pack of cigarettes. Throw me some Marlboros. Would you like a free flu shot? No. That's why I run, if it's for free. Now they want to mandatorily vaccinate people. It's called a shot for a reason. Shots kill people. This is a fact. Deaths from measles in the last 10 years, 0. Death from measles vaccinations in the last 10 years, 108 averaging a year. And people who have vaccines still get sick. And this is from Danny. I know that God is the universe. I look at this answer and haven't gotten it yet. I'm still curious. I know you're a reverend. Can you please tell me how God always defeats Lucifer, even though the world gets more satanic every day? Well, think about this. What is under the most attack in this country? The church. They've banned prayer in school. They've pretty much banned prayer in church. I don't go to church anymore because I may as well put on CNN. It's the same thing. They don't mention God, Jesus, nothing. So we must pray for our president. We must pray for this. We don't really, the churches have all been taken over by the 501c3 clergy response teams. So the best way to really deal with Lucifer is read the Psalms. Read the Bible. Because most people don't read the Bible. And the Bible, it gives you every possible way to defeat him. Now, it's true that lust may be a sin, but these things are natural, normal. When people are sacrificing kids, and that's happening, that's all over YouTube, Google, you name it, then there's a problem. People now have inferred religion because a lot, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Religion is all about what you can do and how much fun you can have. And here's an interesting thing. Read the Bible 100 times. Tell me that premarital sex is considered a sin. I mean, Jesus hung out with hookers. Sorry, harlots. They had different words back then. But one of the best ways, I can go on a sermon on this, but to fight the devil is not to start judging people. And people do it all the time. This was an asshole, this was a jerk, this was renowned. All of it. The less you judge people, the less you'll find you're judging yourself. Do you read the Bible frequently? Yes, I do. But not for what I can't do, not a restricted life. That's not what the Bible is about. There are so many books in the Bible that you will never hear read in church. In fact, here's a quote that has gotten me in trouble, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. It says, and this is from Jesus' own mouth, the kingdom of heaven, it will not be open to homosexuals. And he just says that, nor the effeminate man. All right? He took it one step further than Moses. Nor the effeminate man. You could Google that. I forgot what book it's in. The effeminate man will be denied the kingdom of heaven. Which means you better offer up, not by my law, but by God's law. It's true. Just think about this Bible thing. As he said earlier, God is the world's greatest physician. And you don't need a referral, a recommendation. And he does not take insurance. He does not take cash. All he takes is gratitude. That's it. You'd be amazed how fast you can heal yourself and other people by just asking God for. Whoever asks receives. Now think about that for a second. Whoever asks receives. Whoever asks receives. That means it doesn't matter what you did today, what you did yesterday. Whoever asks receives. You don't have to pre-qualify. It's not a credit application. You ask, you receive. You committed 15 murders today, it doesn't matter. You ask, you receive. Whomever asks receives. Problem is, no one's asking. No one's receiving. Okay, time for a funny question. Funny question. What is the best way to communicate with X2? Also, for the guy who asked, smokeshop.com. $50 for a box of cigars. Thanks, Jason. Eshu is just an amplifier. Just like it's all crystals in there and mixed into cement and gems and stuff like that that just transmit out. So he just asks for stuff. I asked for a windshield wooden dummy. I got one the next day, out of nowhere. You know, there are other gods. And in the Bible it says, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Meaning, you got to remember that's the big guy who created the universe. Which, if you think about it, painting a house to me is like torture. He created the entire universe. But understand, he's the one in charge, but there are other gods. That's why people pray to the saints, which became Santeria. So yeah, it does get confusing. I know that. Stamina. I know you and Stephen mentioned in your lust audio that once you bust a nut, your system's out of whack for 2 weeks. I find I'm able to jerk off 2 or 3 times a day. Thanks to Dad for sharing that with everybody. We'll be giving out autographs. And still bang women the same day or vice versa. Thus, is stamina all testosterone mentality? Yes. That's not exactly what the audio, that's the Science of Lust and Love, was talking about. It was talking about it with a relationship, not with yourself. And if you have any pictures, please feel free to share them. Dan, I'd love to shake. Never mind. Let's do a joke. It's with women, and this is very powerful stuff. If you build up the oxytocin first, it's like when there's less oxytocin and more testosterone or more serotonin, that it causes a bad relationship. We've all had that. You can go with a girl, she's so hot. Oh man, is she hot. And you bust a nut, and what? How the hell do I get out of here? Because you got to build up the oxytocin first. One of the best audio programs, The Science of Lust and Love, for sale at GaryBrodsky.com. Soy milk. I got invited to coffee with a female co-worker. She stopped for a shake as well. She was going on about how much she loved the shakes where she bought it. I basically said, I can't drink that shit. She asked me, well, why not? I said, those shakes have soy milk in them. Soy milk turns men into fags. That's exactly what I said, word for word. I got to laugh. You know, it's got me to laugh too. Because I'll go into a shake shop and I'll imitate Borat. I'd like a shake, please. Oh, we have this shake. Do you put the soy in the shake? Yes, we do. That's very bad for the ham. It's not good for the penis. And if you do that stuff, they actually try to work with you. And that's what I'm doing lately, because women don't watch that. I go out and I Borat the shit out of women. It's fun. And the less seriously you take yourself, which is important, the more they are attracted. Okay, last round for questions, because I'm having fun here tonight. I started out slow, but boy, did I get rolling, huh? I can get silly. Silliness is one of the best aphrodisiacs out there. Most people take themselves way too seriously. I want to get into cardio tonight. I forgot about that. But, you hear that whistling sound? No, that's just a joke. And I bring forth fire upon the land. Okay. While I smoke the cigarette, let's get some last questions. Let's get the hell over to GaryBrodsky.com and buy some stuff, okay? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 requests for overtime. Guess I'll be here for a while. I don't have to talk. Can you make a voodoo doll eliminate poverty forever? Yes, you can. And you've got to do it right. So if you get one, I will walk you through it. It has been proven. People use it for killing. And yeah, you can. And it does work. But you can use it to kill poverty, kill debt, kill illness. It doesn't care. The universe is like the subconscious mind. You put it out there, it's going to come back to you. We all know that. Cause and effect. Now they try to really bash voodoo dolls. I know Tex Mars, great minister, love his work, but he bashes voodoo dolls, but claims they work. And that's why, people are scared of stuff that works. There's so much stuff out there that doesn't work, and that's what people are buying. Oh, okay, yes. A lot of private questions tonight. Instant message, you name it. Instant messaging. I remember when people were smart and phones were stupid. Now things have changed, haven't they? Now, if you're going to text, do it right. The texting game for sale at GaryBrodsky.com. I am totally against texting, but I know it's here, and I know it's here to stay. So I have an audio program for that. And one of the biggest mistakes you make is losing your soda. That's a second. I'm a happy guy again. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes people make when texting. Okay, and this is just one of 1,000 points covered on that audio. First of all, you don't text. I mean, he goes into detail. Hey, guess what? I just made a duty. Guys will text anything. You have to genderize your text or use their name. Hey, girl, great text. Get naked, love the hell out of me. Great text. But remember that. It's going to exist forever. You will die, and that text is going to live. So if you're going to text, do it right. The texting game at GaryBrodsky.com, because you don't want girls going around doing this. Look at this text this jerk looks at me. Hey, look at this. Hey, Darlene, come here, look at this. I know you have given away and sold for money as well as occult knowledge. How are you still alive? My Ogun will protect me, believe me. The Ogun fires back. It's set on automatic. They fire at me, it fires back. It's like having your own bodyguard. It's incredible, the power of these things, which is why I don't want you to have them. And they exist in the Asian world too, because my martial arts instructors, we all know, is Sifu. But we have that in I Ching, which is Asian mysticism. So yeah, the stuff works. If it doesn't work, You haven't tried it. That's my motto. Oh, yes. And the guarantee, if for any reason whatsoever, none of my products get you laid, parlayed, and relayed, which it will, no problem. We will cheerfully refund your money and for no additional cost, send you the knife to cut it off with. That comes free. I don't know why anyone hasn't asked for a refund. Yeah. I don't take these women emails seriously. Who the fuck knows the other end of them? These pictures, though. Anyway, there's going to be a supermodel joining this group here because she has worked for the other PUAs. I thought they were like the worst, most annoying, aggravating, immature. I mean, I can go on forever. And she got paid a lot to do modeling for them. It's like, I'll work for you for free. That's how much damage I think they're doing to society. I'm not going to mention her name. It's a known name. They paid her $10,000, $20,000 just for a few pictures on their website, and she'll be up here for free. So, just that's how annoying the other guys are. She says, I am the real deal. She wants to help out. So that's why get your asses over to GaryBrodsky.com now. All right, let's get some last questions in here. Everybody wants overtime. You're putting in some overtime. Let's get some questions because I'm putting in some soda time. That was the soda bottle, not me. And Dan, if you're not in the bathroom at this moment, please. I jerk off 3 fucking times a day. Now, Dan, I'm going to start working on that joke because no, Dan is still out there. He's his head right. He's listening in the bathroom. Dan, I hope you're laughing because I mean it's all in fun. I know you said the occult is just manipulation of energy. Do I really need an Ogun? Ogun is different. It's a whole different field than God. It's like saying, okay, there's God out there, but do I need a car? Completely different worlds. Totally different worlds. So yeah, it's totally, and it is manipulation of energy. It's like, hey God, I don't have a phone, but I'd like to talk to this person. It's not going to happen. Okay, let's get some more questions in here. We are in overdrive now. I wish I could play some more songs, but apparently that's bad. Because there's one guy who watches the show just waiting for me to use a copyrighted song so he file a complaint to YouTube. And this would be a combination of rats. Really. Alex Jones was talking about this today. This is what happens. People, they didn't park in the right spot. Oh, he's in a handicapped spot. Like, yeah, I'll park in the handicapped spot. Turn to the bank at 4:30 in the morning to take out cash. There's like 6 handicapped spots outside. And somebody's like, you shouldn't be parking there. I'm calling the police. What? You expect 6 handicapped people to arrive here all at once? But yeah, that's a big rule I break. Excuse me while I drink this, and you get the music. Now, Elegua, S-U, is in the Bible and gets offerings called Eliza. So, been around for a long, long year. No questions. And you want me to continue the show? And there's more viewers now than there were before. Questions, Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. I'm waiting. Okay, I'll smoke a cigarette and wait. But while I'm waiting, go to GaryBrodsky.com, ColdForce.com, BrainTrainPower.com, and WealthPlusPower.com. Yes, you should. Somebody asked for Mr. T imitation. What the heck? You gave him a chance, give me the same chance. Okay, I got a question for you, Dan, and everybody else. Have you heard the voice this week? This voice, you know, the men talk like this? That's my question. Because that voice, I don't know how guys even talk like that. I know a woman who trains guys not to speak like that. And if you think the voice is attractive, like they're trying to push now, just download one of those voice things. Not hard to find. Say to the girl, hey, listen to this, send her a link. She goes, oh, take that asshole off. That's universal. Gary, cue the Godfather music up and tell us a mess they made of our great country. I can't cue the music up because they will flag this and this will never be on YouTube. I'll just do it without the music. Look how the mess they made of my country. I don't know how things got this far. So out of hand. This is how you turned out some Hollywood Pinocchio? Cries like a woman? You can act like a man. Okay. Now we got more viewers. Okay? I need more questions. Unless you're at GaryBrodsky.com buying stuff, then take your time, relax. You know. I have a secret for Dan, but I'll tell him during the week. I'm not ready to eat yet, Dan, so I can't tell you tonight. I can't take my shirt off. Send me another picture of you and a new one. These are usually not pranks. Okay, let's get some normal questions in here. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com, and not forgetting the big one, go to GaryBrodsky.com. Check it out. Everything is for sale. I know a lot of people are hitting it, but you guys, I don't know. More soda, that's all. Okay, I'm going to go to 12:30. That's it. People ask me what I think of the women's movement. I go, to me, this is the women's movement. Oh, they get so pissed off. I don't know if I should read this one, but let's see. I'd like to do that with you. Let me know if you want to do that together. And anybody else, let me know if you want this. The Brooklyn Attitude. Yeah, what am I, jerk off here? Let me know if you want to hear that. Because the Brooklyn Attitude has been the most effective pickup way in the world. Not the English accent. Sorry, that don't work. The Brooklyn accent, universally, Brooklyn has produced more successful people than any other place on the planet. So the Brooklyn attitude is a science, it's an art, it's a lifestyle. I'm in no position to say I don't do it, okay? Here's a Brooklyn pickup line. You all love and know, but it worked. Yo, Darlene, get in the fucking car. Beautiful line, works. Can't answer that one. I'm glad some of these people are home tonight and not like wandering around. Okay, with a few minutes to go, let's get some questions in here. I don't even know what to call this show because I have no idea what the hell. Covering every aspect of everything. Any suggestions? I'd be happy to hear them. Do I have any oregano oil in stock? Yes. The most powerful on the planet. Well, more people just came in. It really does change everything. All illness starts in the stomach. And, you know, I'm doing the whole thing. But then again, I am not a doctor, so I won't kill you by misprescribing anything. The biggest cause of death right now, before the government gets busy, in this country is being prescribed prescription medication. And I just lit a fire in the ashtray. Maybe just inhale this stuff, you know. Excuse me while I put this out. What are the benefits of smoking? Ashtrays and lighters are very inexpensive now. That's the good part. I don't recommend smoking. I just said I'm not going to let this bother me, and it doesn't. My friend who's a doctor, and he passed away, a good man, he did a chest x-ray me. He said, "You're not a smoker, are you?" I said, "Hey, yeah, I am." Didn't believe it. Oh, this seems interesting. The Godfather versus Scarface. Which is a better movie to learn from? The Godfather or Scarface? They're both good. Scarface for the attitude, Godfather for that quiet power. And when I mean quiet power, I'll explain it. Vito Corleone never did this. Oh my God, they killed Sonny. Man, call Bonacera, I'm going to need him now. This war starts tonight. And that's what made him so cool, is he kept his cool. And that's really one of the last classics made without a dinosaur in it. And you can see what the power came from the fact that he did not overreact. But now, in the rare chance that I see a guy on a date, you know, he's like, "Oh, this food is terrible. Oh, we gotta send it back." You know. Okay, can't send, we'll do. I just held mine up. It's the same one. I mean, it's the same, not the exact same one, but the same exact make. You just gotta get the horns. You fuck with the devil, you get the horns. No, you fuck with the bull, you get the horns. There was a farm in Louisiana. We used to go and mess with the bull. Pale didn't get the horns. He got a good headbutt, and literally broke the fence. All right, Dan, we're getting some answers on the Brooklyn attitude. Gary, the Brooklyn attitude sounds like a good audio. You should do a whole webinar on that. Hey, Dan, let me know if you're up for it. We'll get some notes, we'll do some research, and we'll let it go. No, I have something to take care of, but I'll be around all day tomorrow because they closed everything. You know, it's just a goddamn snowstorm. It better, warnings and stuff, Just check the weather. Do I use the thing on iPhone or do I look out the window? I think I look out the window. A little snow, a little dust. But what does the weather say? It says a little snow, a little dust. Hey, it's pretty good. The guy has a window. Night, there's 100% chance of humidity. There's always humidity. I used to think like 100% humidity meant like you were about to drown. But that's a whole other night of me being. I just gonna do one night of just insane goddamn jokes. I tried that once. They pulled it down. But I can do it if I do a disclaimer. These are the most offensive jokes ever done. Like here's one. You want to like get somebody crazy? Go into Victoria's Secret and ask if this comes in children's sizes. And just things like that. How to drive people nuts. Because it's fun to do sometimes. I don't know why I said that, but it is funny. Yes, you're very beautiful. Thank you. Another picture, another girl. Who knows this third pictures? I don't know. I don't care. My foot's stuck. Why is the camera so high resolution tonight? I was saying, man, I need a new camera. No, I just cleaned off the lens. That's up to USPS priority, which is on the way. Only the post office is going to be closed tomorrow because of 3 inches of snow. What happens at 5 inches? I guess they just cordon off this area and kill everybody. Okay, come on, it's rounding up here. Let's get some good questions in here. Good questions. Okay, time for some soda. Okay, time for something silly too. Yeah, he can be crazy. It's okay. So in order to adjust this fucking crazy world. All right, no last questions. What is this shit? What is this shit? This will be up on later on YouTube. Now, I found out something really interesting the other day. Like, I don't have like thousands of views. YouTube offers this service. I didn't know that. If you click and pay money, they'll just add views. That's how guys are getting views. Kind of sick, isn't it? All right, I mean it. This is the last round of questions. We got 5 minutes left. And then you all go to GaryRoss.com because I have all your names there. I'll make a joke. Otherwise, I send Dan to your house and get him out of the bathroom. Sorry, I just can't help myself. Okay, I'm drinking a soda, taking the last question, and then it's lights out. Okay, my favorite soda. This makes you feel so goddamn good. say it, but I can think it. All right, no last minute questions, huh? Well, then get your ass over to GaryBrodsky.com. That's where the real stuff is. They get you the real women, and they get that mentality out of your mind that was mentioned earlier, that she wouldn't like a guy like me. Bullshit. You do the right stuff, you act the right way. It's like going fishing, saying fish aren't going to like me. You use the right bait and tackle, they'll bite. That's a fact. Jack. Well, thank you. Okay, I guess that's it. The show must end. If anybody can think of a title for a show, you have 3 minutes to get it in. Last cigarette. Oh, you smoked too much. Shut up. Somebody who's watching the show called me up once and said, I talked to myself. Do you think that's normal? I said, who are you talking to? Yeah, talking to yourself is actually a very good way to get rid of your problems. The Power of Incantations at GaryBrodsky.com. You do it, it'll work. If it doesn't work, you didn't do it. Well, running down to 2 minutes left. Okay. Got any last questions? Does your mentality produce testosterone too? Absolutely. Looking at nude pictures of women raises testosterone. Talking to women raises testosterone. In fact, talking to people in general raises testosterone. Fighting fear raises testosterone. Throwing punches raises testosterone. There are so many ways to do it. And my secret steroid, honey. If you drink honey, one of the best testosterone builders out there. You can check that out on Google, because the whole world is now being run by Google. We're going to get into that tonight. But anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. Don't forget, GaryBrodsky.com, OccultForce.com, Brain Train Power, WealthPlusPower.com. And you can get a link, all of them at GaryBrodsky.com, and get the women, get everything you ever wanted. The stuff works. I have way too many testimonies out there, and nobody's ever asked for a refund. They charge stuff back and keep it. That's a whole other story. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Good night. Bless you all. I will see you on the Wednesday show. Thank you again, and good night.